Hi guys, Fernby with you, and welcome to Car Mechanic 2015. It's great to have your company. Look, thanks for dropping by. Now what I wanted to do today is just pop over to the strippers and grab some more parts. As you can see, our account balance is just looking a little bit low, and we do like to go over to the auction and purchase cars, but with the account balance of 46,000 and change, it's a little bit lowish, so we'll pop over to the strippers. We've got some cars in the garage already. We've got the Bentley, Bolt Reptilia, and a lime green Maserati Quattroporte. Not a big fan of the colour, but it's one of our customers, so we need to get to those repairs a little bit later. But as I said, I just wanted to hop over to the strippers and grab some more parts. Entry fee of $1,000. Do we really want to do this? Yes, we do. Grab some more parts and earn some more cash. As I was saying before, it is a very quick way of earning some cash. You either repair them up and sell them, or repair them up and hold them in your inventory and use them for your repairs or your restorations. Now, if you aren't aware and you're not up to date, you've been living under a rock for a little while, that's what I'm talking about here is the latest DLC here in Car Mechanic 2015. Costs you all a grand total of $1 on your Steam account, as it's the latest DLC. It's called Car Stripping, and we've got to love this great long loading screens, don't we? But it is what it is. But yeah, the idea is obviously you go over here, it'll cost you $1,000, as I said. You end up in this dodgy looking stripping garage out back of the bumfuck somewhere. But anyway, the idea is to grab all the parts off of the car. As you can see, the top right hand corner there, we've got 90 parts to grab off, and we'll make some cash. So I'll get these parts off and I'll see you back in the garage. Now, after the very quick visit over to the strippers, we come back with a whole bunch of parts, obviously in a wide range of different conditions there. We have two options at this stage: either sell the recovered parts for some a handful of cash, or we can keep the parts and we can go over and repair some of those parts and use them later. Now, we do that over by our repair table, and we'll do that in a moment, but just really want to emphasize the importance of getting this upgraded if you haven't already, especially if you start looking at getting these repairs off the strippers there. Getting that repair tool up to your 90% chance of repair does increase dramatically how many of these parts you're able to repair up. So I'll go through and repair these up and see what we end up with. Okay, so there wasn't that many breakages. There was some, which I tend to expect, but another good thing about doing those repairs too, and you can see the experience level at the top right-hand corner does increase your experience every time you repair those up. Does increase that experience, and you're able to spend that experience obviously in these upgrade menus, as we've spoken before. So just a quick overview of that upgrade menu. If you haven't seen that before, or you're new to the channel and you haven't heard me explain these before, but what I would recommend, as I was just saying, these repair tools, that are certainly quite important for the obvious reasons I just mentioned. The tablet, I'd certainly be looking at that early game. It just saves you walking back and forth to the computer at the desk all the time. Look, this fast manual examination, I don't use that a great deal. Take it or leave it, to be honest. Certainly fast unbolting is a key one, just as the name suggests, makes sure the unbolting of the bolts are a lot quicker. These examination tools, look, I would very rarely use them, to be honest. You could break them out just for shits and giggles, but very rarely. A lot of these things you run it over the test path and it does very similar results. But look, you can get them if you've got spare upgrade points laying around. But for the amount of times that for what it costs to get these experience points up and the upgrades points up, compared to the amount of times that you use it, look, I'd leave those to late game, to be blatantly honest. But the other thing I'd like to see them implement too, and you just saw that all those parts got repaired up to 100%, and they're just laying idle through our inventory. We've got basically a shit ton of parts. So some of them we use quite a lot. Some of them are quite specific to particular cars. Actually, we need to sort by condition, as we always do. What I was getting to is what we should do, or what I'd like to have them implement, is some way of itemising these, or having their own section, just so that they're not clogging up your inventory. Let's go sell junk. Now these along the top here are the parts that either broke or can't be repaired. I tend to get rid of them just to clear your inventory out. You could quite easily leave them there. Yeah, pistons with conrods, yeah, they're reasonably expensive. These rubber bushes, yeah, they're $7 or $8, so who gives a rip? But certainly some of the more expensive items I'd probably keep, especially if they're sort of 50, 60, 70% okay to use, because some of these repairs only require, sort of that sort of percentage of repair value. In this particular case, as you can see, it's 58% on that one. Let's have a quick look at this one, 51%. So obviously, if you've got the required part that you need for that particular car in your inventory, or you just use that part, and you don't have to purchase it. And that's why I think it'd be a great idea to actually have their own section. While we clear all this snot out. Now, speaking of their own section, I was actually looking at the Car Mechanic that's coming out. I think they slated it for the end of this year, Car Mechanic 2018. Slated for release at the end of next year, for those who like to have a look into that, just to check your Steam updates for that. But yeah, certainly some great inroads that they've made in regards to Car Mechanic 2018. So I'm certainly looking forward to that release. Alright guys, well that's a very quick visit over to the strippers. I hope you really enjoyed that. We'll get into these repairs in the next episode. If you're new to the channel, certainly smash that subscribe button or that like button. Chuck down some feedback, that'd be greatly appreciated in the comments section. Look, with that guys, I do appreciate your company, and I'll look forward to it in the next one.